And lately I've been on
we
that.
got London on the track.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. On the court for Atlanta, we've got Johnson. Derek Lively is out there with Okongwu. Then there's McCollum. Okongwu with the screen for McCollum. The shot by Okongwu, no good.
No matter how good you are, it's tough with the defender draped all over you.
And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That's his first foul. And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Thanks. With players signing rich extensions, highlighted by Devin Booker's 2-year, $145 million max contract, we're quickly approaching a time when so-called supermax players will be making over $1 million per game. As shocking as it sounds, the reality is that the best players are already worth more than that to their teams.
It's all about results. Thanks so much for the report, Shams.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Takes a step back. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
Just a terrific effort on the offensive glass. That's how they're going to cut into this lead.
And Greg, a dunk like that is sure to give them a spark.
Which is a spark they desperately need. They've got to ramp up the intensity.
Count that one.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches who used to say, that ain't going to get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
Okongwu with the screen on ball. Goes up to the stripe. 5 on the clock. Into the lane. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish.
Maybe that'll help them recapture their edge a little bit, guys.
Now, here's Ball. He's got 31. Back to Miller. There's a good screen. The Hornets need to get a shot on here.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard.
Guys, it is symbolic of their effort here tonight.
Pass to McCollum. Johnson the screen. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. And how about a look at the most recent power rankings? Very telling, even though, guys, we're just still in December. Look at Philadelphia. They couldn't hold their position this week, but remain in the top 10.
And right now, for the Hawks, their play lately has offered a glimmer of hope. The guys seem more connected on both ends, and they've been out of rhythm most of the year, but that's starting to shift.
Whitey's checked in for Miller. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForest, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Well, LaMelo Ball is a playmaker, first and foremost. He said, I just start off the game trying to get my team in. Get the flow going. After the team's going, I try to get mine. If you get the team involved first, more pieces going, it just makes the game easier. Kevin, back to you.
A great passer. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. And the first one drops. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Over the last 2 decades, Kemba Walker has been one of the few bright spots, Clark, for Charlotte basketball.
Yeah, you look back at his time there, he led the Hornets to their last 2 playoff appearances, Kevin. He retired as their all-time leading scorer, and now they're thrilled to have Kemba Walker back as a player enhancement coach. He's giving them a spark because he can't win this game all by himself.
Here's Knueppel, covered by Johnson. Charlotte again missing.
And, you know, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively.
Now here's Johnson. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game.
And what a shot right there by Johnson, wasting no time in letting that one go.
And a timeout called by Charles Lee. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. A moment here now to see the numbers for Okongwu. And the Hornets making a change here. Miller's checked in. The Hawks leading at the forward spots. It's Miller and Bridges. All out there with Kobe White. So that's the Hornets 5. Johnson the screen. Down low. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Going in there and Johnson playing big.
To the inside. Here's Ball. And Ball slams it in.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that.
Yeah, to glide in and reverse it home like that, so sweet.
Here's Lively. Out to the right wing. Three-pointer, heel. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Lively's got the lead up to 4 now for the Hawks.
Good move by Lively, putting it back with authority.
Outside, Ball. And the rejection by Lively. And they're on the break. Johnson, a wide open look. Offline with his 3. And here's White. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Detroit, where they'll face the Pistons. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip.
And more than just a jump shooter, Miller's very good around the rim. A rare quality for a wing these days.
To the paint. And finished off by Lively.
Assisted. Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
And he can carry a team. We've seen it from Ball before, and we're seeing it again.
Pass to Lively. Banked in off the glass. And he has 28 points for the game.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Now, here's Ball. Atlanta with the rebound. Lively's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Johnson, the pass to Marshall. And yes, it's good. And it's a 6-point Hawks lead.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
And so it's Charles Lee calling timeout. He knows every possession is critical now.
And this is running on the floor. It's
Bulls checked in for Charlotte. And then for Atlanta, Okongwu's checked in for Marshall. And McCollum subbed in for Buddy Hield. And now Allie LaForce says something for us from the sideline.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Charles Lee said to the team. He wants his team to be careful with the ball. He's not happy with the amount of turnovers they've coughed up so far. He believes if they focus on being more patient on offense, that will help cut down on the giveaways. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. Now, here is Miller. An apple wide open, and he fires. A three-pointer off the mark.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Lively with the screen. Inside. And finished off by Lively.
You can tell Lively knows his position well, knows how to be efficient as the roll man.
Bridges outside. Charlotte moving the ball around. And the Hornets miss again.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Hornets trail by 8. And here is Ball. Bridges outside. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Boy, look how easily Bridges shoots through the contact there. I mean, his mechanics are strong, as is his body.
Lively a screen on Ball. To the middle. Lively, that's good. Lively's got the lead up to 8 now for the Hawks.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
So it's the Hawks now. After to the basket by Charlotte. Strong move off the glass.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
3, good.
I do not know if there's a more confident family in the NBA. Ball wants the ball when it matters most.
McCollum with the screen on Ball. Misses the...
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now, here's Ball.
You know, with LaMelo, you really have a one-man offense. I mean, there's not much he can't do on this end of the court.
At the line for your Hornets, LaMelo Ball. Taking 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that shrinks the margin to just 4.
You know, you come up with a list of all of the creative players in the league, and, you know, you've got to have LaMelo Ball on that list somewhere near the top. You know, he gives you head-turning passes at least a couple of times a game.
And you just knew he wasn't going to miss that one, not with so much riding on it.
Jackson outside. Okongwu a screen. The shot is good!
Really hard to count how many of their possessions have ended just like that one, with one of his shots falling.
Yeah, that's not a bad way to end the possession, though, and it's the reason this game is coming down to the wire. I mean, his touch from outside and from the field in general has been superb.
Atlanta with the ball, following the miss by LaMelo Ball. Crane from outside.
Yeah, Johnson has developed into a good 3-point shooter, and he's looking for opportunities to take advantage.
Now, here's Ball. Puts it up from deep. Johnson rips down the board. The Hawks leading by 8.
And you gotta admire how aggressive Johnson is. Sometimes the defense has no choice but to foul.
At the line for Hawks, Jalen Johnson. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 9. So Johnson hits 2 of them. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for Charlotte. Shakes him. There's the drive. Ooh, what a move. What a move.
Among the best ball handlers in the league for sure. LaMelo right to the rack.
And it's the Hawks ball. Six on the shot clock. Here's Lively. Late in the clock, he gets it to fall.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
And guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
It's Atlanta with the W. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. And so now, for Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to present our player of the game.